All right, we're going to do a round two. Welcome back to Right Life Draws. So we've got here my portable little gorilla sketchbook that I carry in hand. It's very small. It's made by Moleskine, the art collection sketchbook. It is 80 pages, 165 grams, 111 LB acid free paper, 9 by 14 centimeters. So you can see it there close up. It's 3.5 by 5.25 inches, expandable with an expandable inner pocket. Anyway, still got some crazy notes there. So we finished off on the last video on this one. I just did this here at the cafe, and we're going to do part two, which was this here. I had already started it on. Hey, you caught me mid-act, mid-sketch, so to speak. This is just the cover that I saw for this another Aftershock one-shot magazine comic book. It's called a Foulness in the Walls. It was written by Cullen Bunn, so I'm giving credit where it's due. Copyrighted to him, and of course the artist on the inside. And the cover, I believe, was a gentleman named Rodrigo Zayas. I'm aware of Cullen Bunn to a degree, but I don't know who this gentleman is. But looks like splendid artwork. So the cover was just a close-up of a face with basically, long story short, it looks like he had bleeding eyes or blood was coming from the back of the inner part of his glasses and his eyes, with a reflection of across the street from wherever he's positioned of a building in his glasses. I'm not sure that I'm going to render all that. That's just going to take. I'd be too tempted to pull out my ruler or whatnot. So here, I am just simply going to wrap this up because I started it off camera. I had to do a little. I was doing a little walkthrough research here on Aftershock because I was trying to find the source for this one. And I couldn't find it on their website. So, and then I saw this image of this one shot, and I go, "Oh, that's pretty cool." It's striking, but I always like to. And this is an example of drawing something that you see, but that interests you, and at the same time, you can make your own. Um, Again, I'm giving just credit where it's due because that's just how I am. But I am not. I don't think. I mean, I don't think that the cover looks exactly like this by any given stretch of the imagination. Mr. Zayas is a fantastic artist, I'm sure, and I am doing my own thing here. I just don't know if I can see past the camera. Hold on, folks. There we go. That's better. That's a better angle, so I can actually see while I film and talk to all of you. All right, so here we go. I didn't like the jaw that I was creating, and it was kind of lopsided to begin with. So let's do this. And I had to redo the ears because I had them up high. That did not blend. Excuse me, that didn't match. And I don't know why, but I boxed up my ears. Folks, this tends to happen on, quick and dirty guerrilla sketches that you do out in the wild. There's a fly getting in my way too. There we go. I kind of wanted to bend it here and here. There we go. There, that's an ear. And then we're going to do this with the hand, and then my ear should be around here. They should be equal in height. Dang it. I messed it up again. It's okay. That's just how art works. It's trial and error. And I have to make this lens a little bit bigger. Again, I don't recommend necessarily applying too much time to your wild and crazy sketch that you're doing out in the wild. But for me, it's fun to kind of like redo a couple of things, a couple of lines. We're going to make this a little bit, not squarish. We're going to make it maybe a rounder. I don't know that that's how it looked on the cover, but it's okay. We're gonna do a little bit of creating of our own here. Okay, I don't like this chin. I'm sorry, cheekbone. Oh wait, I know what I'm doing wrong here. Hold on. So, and all of these drips were supposedly where like the blood was coming in from, I guess his eyes. I don't know. I've not read the the actual one shot. I probably should at some point. Cullen Bunn, I'm not well versed in his writing, but I hear he's a very good writer, and he tends to work with some very good artists as well. Uh, so I know that I'm changing the look, but that's okay because I'm trying to make it my own. Maybe I'll give him a square. You know what? I don't want to do that much of a square job. And that nose, it's okay. We're gonna make it big because I think it looks a little bit more stark that way. Let me see if I can do a little tip here. Okay, I think I got this right to where I wanted it to be. There's always a vast difference between what I want to do and what I actually wind up drawing. That's just a different story, but altogether. Yeah, so going back to what I was saying in the previous, the last video that I was working on, one of these brief few minutes in length. I'm already at the 6 minute mark. Improvisational sort of a guerrilla style sketchbook art. There we go. We're going to get rid of this sort of this indentation to the chin. Just going to make it a square jawline. There we go. Make it a little bit. All right. Sort of here. We don't want to give him a cleft. I was thinking about doing that, but we're not drawing Superman here. That's a far cry from Kal-El. All right. So, we don't want to make that too deep. And I didn't want. I kind of all of this. Well, you're here with me. You're hearing me. You're seeing me doing it in the moment, folks. I usually, whether I say it out loud or just mumble it in my own head, this is pretty much how I do my sketches out in the wild. Into these sketchbook idea sketchbook. Okay, hold on. I think I'm happier with this like this. Yeah. And then here we're gonna do some kind of clothing. I don't know if it'll be a shirt. Yeah. I don't want to go with a jacket. And I'll just have a big collar. Okay, I'm not trying to overthink it either. All right. Oops, that's wrong. Sometimes I just draw the wrong line, and so be it. So this would be colored in red, which is funny because maybe I should have used a blue pencil, and this would have come out a little bit better. But I think the character was bald. I'm not sure. I don't know. Should we give him some hair? Let's see. I think I will. I'm going to be wild and crazy here, and not do the typical bald-headed killer. So let me see. The trusty eraser does come in handy, doesn't it? I have my. Thanks for staying with me for these 8 minutes so far. I'm trying to do this as quickly as I can, but sort of make sure that I get down the basic lines that I want. You know what? I'm just going to lay down the line. Oh, I have an idea. We're going to give him. Are we going to spread the hair? There's so many different hairstyles that it could be. I don't want it to be just a crew cut. Okay, there we go. We're going to splay the hair. Actually, we're going to do. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, hold on. This should be. Okay, hold on. So it's going to be a midline there. And it's going to be kind of matted, but wild looking hair. Yeah, I think it's coming through what I want. Okay. And then we're going to do some loose hairs over here. Make this character look a little bit wild. He's been out in the night looking for prey. Again, I haven't read the actual single issue, one shot, whatever it's called. I don't know anything about this character, but hey. And then you know what? I'm going to not draw this reflection. And I could color. I mean, I could color. I could ink all this in red. I mean, in black. Put the X's here. But what if we do something else? Let's get a little creative here. Oh, I've got no irises. It's going to be. What if somehow you were able to see these tiny inset eyes, which will look even creepier if you think about it. And of course, I got to give the eyelid a little bit of a structure. Stay with me, folks. Here we go. All right, there we go. Okay, and the frames of the glasses are still going to be pretty big, huge. All right, hopefully you've had a good time here for the last 10 minutes, and you see how it is that I do in what I call my guerrilla sketchbook out in the wild, or guerrilla sketching out in the wild. Yeah, I had to give him a little bit. I'm still going to keep it a big bulbous nose for this murderous killer creature per individual, whatever he is. Maybe I'll pick up the issue this week and read it and find out who this Colin Bunn is and how he writes. And yeah, so that's it, folks. I think I stretched out the mouth as far as it will be credible without looking like the Joker. Please keep the jokes to yourselves. We're in the comment section. But I welcome those too. All right. On that note, it's been 11 minutes. I thank you for being here with me. If and so you took the time to do so, you could have been anywhere else on the internet with watching any other video about any other thing, but you chose to be here for these 10, 11 minutes with me. For that, I profusely thank you now and in the future. If you're new to the channel, please definitely give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like the video and share it with other people. Let's put it out there throughout the algorithm. And subscribe. And if you've already subscribed and you're coming through for whatever time it is, hopefully I've given you a little bit of a respite of your day and help you take a load off your feet and load off your mind. Thank you for being here with me, one and all. On that note, I thank you all profusely. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you all in these brief 10, 12-minute videos of my portable Guerrilla sketchbook, mini sketchbook. All right? Take care of yourselves. Bright moments, and don't forget to subscribe. See you on the next one.